What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning back into the channel today. We have both trucks out here at the house. As you can see, we have the LB7 and then the 6.5. So before we start the video on the LB7, oh, there's a little problem. But before we start the video on the LB7, hopefully you guys can kind of see. I know the garage is kind of dark. So right now we're trying to get the tailgates for the 6.5 in order. So obviously when I bought this truck, the guy threw in 2 tailgates with the truck, and so we're trying to salvage the latch on this tailgate and throw it onto to the actual original tailgate. As you can see, the tailgate actually isn't in bad shape. It's just super dirty, and so we'd like to try to get these hunk of metal out of the truck. So we're going to try to salvage the latch on this tailgate and put it on the blue one, and then throw the tailgate on. Actually, I did notice, I know it's probably going to be impossible to see because of the light, but the actual mounts that the tailgate goes on are totally rusted out. And so as you can see, probably not really, but it's all kind of rusted out. So we're unfortunately probably going to have to get some new mounts before we can actually put the tailgate on, but that's not a big deal. Those are pretty cheap at O'Reilly's. But the whole point of the video today is we are going to do a review on the new, the new product that we put on for the LB7. Yeah, sorry, the truck's kind of dirty. It's really not much better. I mean, you can't get much better in Michigan. I mean, this time of year it rains like every other day. So that rain's going to turn into snow soon, and so that's why we have the 6.5. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into the new product that we put on the Duramax, and then we're going to do a review on it right now. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here it is. Alright everybody, as you can see, we have the new Edge CTS2 monitor with the EGT probe. Sorry, this vlog is going to be mostly me behind the camera. I'm sure that doesn't really bother you guys anyways. But anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of go over some features and some really neat aspects of this. I do have to have the truck on to actually be able to go through the monitor, so I apologize if there's any background noise with the truck. But yeah, we have officially been riding around with the Edge CTS2 for about a week now. We actually had it on for our last video about when we introduced the 6.5 to the channel, so I don't really know. I don't know if there's really any scenes where you saw the truck, or where you saw the Edge CTS in the video. So, but here it is, guys. I mean, I'm super thrilled with it. It's very helpful, and I really do recommend it. As you can kind of see, it kind of ties together. I know it's kind of difficult to see, but we have a red background on our head unit, and then we have our red background on our CTS2, which obviously all of this is interchangeable. I can make any color. I mean, I can make it green, blue, whatever I wanted, but obviously we are going with red. So these are just some of the basic these are some of the basic units that I have selected for the CTS right now. We have mile per hour, MPG, and this isn't your average MPG. This is instant MPGs. So obviously that changes variable. That variable changes depending on how hard or how heavy your foot is on the pedal. So you can go through and change all of these units. Just click any section. You can change all these units if you want. Let's see here, loading, and you can select a new PID. Alert settings, gauge color, PID information, exit menu. We'll just say select new. We have fuel rail pressure. We can go engine oil pressure, engine low, G-force. I mean, none of that stuff we really worry about. Gear and TCL. All this stuff we can choose. Just a huge list of things that this monitor will display for us. Oil life remaining, which in my head I know is probably 15%. We gotta do that soon. Turbo boost, which we have that on there. So we'll go back to home. You can click any of these units and it'll really display what you can choose what you want. Park gear, engine oil pressure, transmission fluid temperature, EGTs. That's a big one. And that's why you have to have the probe, which is an extra $120 something, I think. Actually, it's 100 and something. I'm pretty sure it's 120s, but don't quote me on that. And then obviously we have boost on there. kind of put it on here in order of like significance to me, you know, and that's per owner. So like if you have more significance, or you have something you want to be monitoring more, you can do that with this system. But I mean, we can do this is if it's like the performance settings, excuse me, is something you choose if you have like tunes on the Edge CTS2, and we're just doing the monitor, so that isn't really relevant to us. Diagnostics, you click on that, you can check injector balance rates, trans relearn, trouble codes. So if you have an engine light on, you can just take trouble codes. Injector balance rates, if you have an LB7, that's something that you want to be checking up on quite a bit, especially if you don't have a lift pump. So what else do we have? Oh, we can choose our backgrounds, no notifications, and I'm still learning too, so this is just changing backgrounds. So like I said, guys, I'm still learning as well, so this is just changes the backgrounds. Oh, there's like you can really do whatever you want with it. This is where performance testing, mileage coach, settings where you change most of the stuff that you know on the actual monitor, but we're going to go back to layout so we can take this back to red. Oh, you can choose, you know, so we have the master set on. You can do digital, retro. I mean, there's so many options you can do with the Edge CTS monitor. So I highly recommend getting one. Let's go back. These are all the options it gives you. Fire, that one I don't like just because you really can't see any numbers, especially if they're white, which you can change that, but I'm not a big fan. Let's go back to our red. Home screen. Let's see here, but yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. The Edge CTS is a huge plus. It's a great add-on to any vehicle. It comes, this trim piece right here that I have, this trim piece that it does not actually come, the CTS monitor does not come with the trim piece. So you actually have to physically buy that, and that's like another $54 or something like that. It's either this trim piece or you can get a suction mount, which I already have like a suction mount for my phone, and I know that a lot of times if it gets like really hot or really cold, you know, different variable temperatures, that suction cup can fall off, and I didn't want to mess with that. Plus this looks, you know, OEM. This looks very factory with the trim piece, the same color. So these edges, it all just depends. They're a really nice add-on. You could actually monitor things. You can see plus or minuses. You know, like if I would have had the Edge monitor, I could have told you how much boost I was making before the HSP intercooler parts, whereas now I don't really have a number to reference off of. So that kind of, you know, it's just one of those things. It's just a huge add-on to the truck, and I highly recommend it. If you guys have any questions about the Edge CTS, you can always message me, my Instagram. I'll go ahead and throw that up there. And you can just search that up on Instagram, and you can shoot me a message, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna drag this video out any longer. I know this was kind of made this a longer video just to explain. So anyways, guys, that's really gonna wrap up this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We do have some parts coming in due to the Sinister Diesel credit we got instead of getting a refund. So we kind of had to use the store credit. So I mean, I would have just chosen the money, but the money back. But we had to choose something from their website. So hopefully that should be coming in any time now. That will be kind of a cool install as well. It'll kind of tie the truck together really well as far as the lighting goes, and that's the only hint I'm going to give you on that. But other than that, guys, the 6.5 we'll probably be doing some more content on as well. I'm going to try to get that tailgate on. I'm going to try to see how well the truck will clean up. We actually haven't gone through and cleaned. It just got some brake work done, so the truck actually hasn't been with us this week very much. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new, subscribe, hit that red button, because we got a lot of different content going on between our LB7 Duramax and our 6.5 Detroit Diesel. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next Saturday on the Deuce 9 YouTube channel.